Namo Namaha. Today we will see how to become the master of the karma by the knowledge of the 9 fundamental tattvas. It is the second part of this course. So, welcome to everybody. We will see this from the angle of Prāṇāvāya science, which is the health and illumination path, which is called Prāṇāvāya, Prāṇāyu, Ahimsa Ayurveda, etc., like we have said. So, welcome to all in the realm of Prāṇāvāya. We first bow down to their illustrious founders, the great human beings who have given us this amazing gift of the Prāṇāvāya science, because this science is able to treat so many living beings and to save infinite numbers of life and numbers of lives, because not only it will save the material life and the body of people, but it will save really their soul, and it will really make that everybody who cross the path of Prāṇāvāya and who is able to get enough of it, nobody will regret anything when he will go from this world, because we can believe or not believe in past lives. This is according to everybody, but at least if you have had the immense blessing, because it's a rare science, to know and to practice and to hear proper things on Prāṇāvāya, then you are sure that in the last day of your life you will not regret anything. So after bowing down to them, head down on the floor to their lotus feet on the Mother Earth, on their behalf, as a humble Prāṇāvāya physician, I say you welcome in this Prāṇāvāya eternal shelter of bliss, energy, knowledge, beingness, etc. So, yesterday we had seen about the 7 or 8 tattvas, which are given the tattvas. We can call them the Jīva, etc. tattvas, because there are so many types of tattva. Today we are talking about the tattvas which are very, very much concerned with the karma, because here we are eager to learn about the karma. So the most important tattvas, we can say, or some of the most important tattvas to talk about the karma, are the one which has been given by the Ahimsa Vijñāna, and which are notably enumerated in the Tattvārthasūtra of Umāsvāmī, inside the first chapter, at the 4th aphorism. This 7 or 9 tattvas, in this aphorism he will give 7, and in the commentaries you will find the 2 other tattvas. So we had said they are Jīva, ajīva, asrava, bandha, samvara, nirjara, moksha. And I will tell you the aphorism, which is Jīva, jīva, srava, bandha, samvara, nirjara, mokshas tattvam. To remember it, we have this little music and this beautiful sutra, this beautiful Sanskrit aphorism, so we can easily remember each of their name. Jīva, jīva, srava, bandha, samvara, nirjara, mokshas tattvam. So the first one, we had seen that it is Jīva. So we will discuss first of all on Jīva today, and we will discuss the positive aspects of Jīva. Saying the positive aspect of Jīva is almost a synonym, because Jīva is only positive itself. So Jīva in Sanskrit as the etymology of the word. Jīva means life with a small f, with a small l, sorry. And it means also life with a capital L. And it means also the lives of all the creature. It means also the consciousness, and it means also the soul. So why I say life with a capital? Because it is a meaningful life. If Jīva gives you life, the body life, it gives you also the meaningful life. Like I was telling you, on the, we can say, the distinction mark which differentiate Prāṇāvāya from any other medical science. Or to very much conventional Ayurveda, because of course deep Ayurveda can conduct you to the very similar conclusion, because as a matter of fact probably it was founded on Prāṇāvāya, but this is not really important, because what is important is now what we can learn from both of them. So Jīva, the Tattva, the fundamental element of Jīva, if we consider it in the 7 total Tattvas, or 9 if we want, is the pure virtue. Jīva is pure virtue. It is the most important Tattva, we can say, along with moksha, as we had said last time, little bit fast, we will explain again. So it is pure virtue, and it has the virtue to give all the virtues that we can imagine. It has the virtue to give life, and it has the first characteristic that we will say, it has the virtue of to give the power of consciousness. Because if we say Jīva is the soul is the consciousness, the life is the consciousness, the life is the soul is the life, and the consciousness is the soul. Okay, this is, I hope, a little bit instinctively easy to understand for you. And Jīva, it will give also life to ajīva, because it will give life to a body. And ajīva, we said, it is a matter. So the body is a matter, so Jīva will give its life to non-life. It is funny to see it like this. Okay, so why also, another aspect, why Jīva is also a pure virtue. So the second aspect I wanted to highlight today is this same beautiful aspect that we had seen last time. It is that Jīva has the power and is itself defined. If we want to define it, the first thing we will say is that the main property of Jīva is to give life to any other life mutually. So it means that reciprocally it will give life to other life, and it will receive life from other lives. So what defines Jīva, we can say, it's in its kindness, it's its will to give life first to the other Jīvas, because eventually, or obviously, if we want liberation, we cannot want liberation for ourselves, though we will spend so much of time on the path of liberation. If we want really sincerely to be free from all our karma, which means all our addictions, all our limitations, if we want to be free for this, even if we will paradoxally spend a lot of time on working on this freedom, paradoxically we will be very, very much focused on happiness of others before everything. We cannot be selfish and say, I want liberation for my own comfort, of my own happiness, because we know that we have, little bit belief that liberation will give us happiness. But the first and foremost motivation should be others. So this, in the definition of Jīva that we will see later, is that Jīva, by its power of giving life to other, is a Jīva itself and receiving life from other Jīva. Okay, so consciousness. What means consciousness? Because I told you consciousness, soul consciousness, etc. So what means consciousness in the vocabulary and in the concept that we want to grasp here? The consciousness means darshana and jnana. This is new today. Very, very tough. The consciousness means darshana and jnana because cognitive clarity added to cognitions or to knowledge. Cognitive clarity and knowledge both constitute what we call consciousness. We cannot have consciousness without having the eyes of the mind, but we cannot have the eyes of the mind without having the different types of matter or the different types of knowables. Okay? And in the power of the eyes will have a certain angle of vision. That is why we say darshana, because cognition does not characterize the angle of the way we are able to see. Whether it's broad, whether it's tilted, whether it's straight, whether it's up, whether it's down, this angle of vision. Anyhow, so this is darshana and this is jnana, and they constitute consciousness. Now, one more concept. We will see what is defining Jīva. What defines Jīva is also the four infinite powers. If we want to say what is Jīva, then we have to know that Jīva, our soul, or the livingness inside of us, has four infinite powers that we will obviously gain, because we are here to gain all the powers, because they are gained when we have removed the karmas of the obstacles of these powers. So when we have removed the obstacles of the karmas on Jīva, we get four infinite powers, which are the infinity potentials of our cognitive clarity, which will be revealed. What we can say infinite, we can translate it as infinite perception capacity, or infinite faith also, because infinite darshana that we are talking about, infinite darshana means infinite faith. Darshana is a synonym of faith. So that means that we will remove all the cognitive bias and suddenly we'll get this infinite clarity of vision, and we'll be able to understand all the other living beings, because we will see all the angles of the world, as we can remember the metaphor of the blind man and the elephant, for those who knows. The second super gift that Jīva can offer us once we have removed this karma of it is obviously the infinite jnana, the infinite knowledge, because we know that in Jīva there is both darshana and jnana, so automatically we'll get also the infinite knowledge, what we call omniscience, or what we call sometimes keval jnana in the vocabulary that we will learn in some other occasion. So next infinite power that is giving us Jīva is the infinite, we can say the infinite willpower, the infinite self-control, the infinite good conduct, the infinite perfection in behavior, always good, always kind, always virtuous. This is when the person is very, very good, which is with its attitude, with its character, with his charitra. That means that he has a good charitra and he's close to Ananta charitra. So here it means that there is a small mistake. I'm sorry. There was a typing mistake. Ananta Charitra does not mean infinite faith in the Tattva. It was going to Ananta Darshan. Sorry for the mistake. Typing mistake. So, infinite good conduct is the third present, and the fourth present that gives us the whole potential of Jīva inside of us would be or will be when we will reach moksha altogether. It is the infinite virya, ananta virya. Virya means the infinite energy, because Jīva is also, as we said, it is the life energy. It is the life breath. It is the life inspiration. So Ananta Virya is also the potential of, belongs exactly to the fourth important quality of Jīva. And last thing that I have not written for you, but Ananta Darshan obviously corresponds to Andarshan. Ananta Jnana, infinite knowledge, corresponds to Jnana. And Ananta Charitra corresponds to Charitra in the first sutra that we had said, that Darshan, Jnana and Charitra all together, when they are perfect, when they are achieved, we reach moksha. So this is the three that we had seen in the three jewels, the three ratnas. And now we are adding the concept of virya, and the concept of virya, because it is corresponding to what we had said was tapasya. Okay? I just wanted to add this, because we had said tapasya is the medicine. So virya, the energy, is also corresponding to the medicine. Voila, so it's done for today. I'm very sorry if I hurted anybody, because as a doctor I would like never to hurt anybody, and I'm extremely very sorry as well if I said something which is not exactly what was the message of our immense masters that we will never be able to equal. Shubha Dinam, Shubha